My name's Rob Hernandez, firefighter chaplain here at Pueblo West Fire. I used to work for McDonnell Douglas and Boeing Aerospace. I was an industrial hygienist. I worked with hazardous materials and explosives and the first responder team that they had out there. I've been with Pueblo West Fire Department now, it'll be 16 years in November. I joined as a volunteer and I'm a resident firefighter now, and it's been a lot of growth. I've always wanted to work in the community and give back to our community. And being a firefighter, I got relatives that are in the firefighter system, and it was always helping the community. The greatest thing is that you get to meet a lot of different people in many different age groups. When we arrive, it's a great thrill to see the parents get relaxed that we're there and we can communicate with the children, and you know, the whole community and all the elderly people. It feels good that we're able to go out, and that I know sometimes they're shut in and they get to see us, and we sit and talk with them and go through their vitals and everything, and they feel a lot more comfortable as we leave and have checked them out, or if we have to send them into one of the hospitals, they feel more comfortable that the care that we're giving them is very professional. I've been out in Pueblo West now 18 years, and I lived in the city, and living out here, the people are more friendly, more open, and it seems like that the people are more wanting to just interact with us. And as a fire department, plus as when you go shopping or anywhere else, they'll greet you and they'll just make you feel welcomed here. My wife and I, we like to cycle and we like to swim, and we get out in the community with our grandchildren and we take walks. You know, now that we're getting our new bike trails out here, it's a lot more safer, and the community, you're able to do a lot more things. We go to the reservoir once in a while just to go out there, and that's a good question because there's so many. I like to eat at Paskey's, Taco Shells, Pizza King. You know, there's a lot of good restaurants out here, and they're mostly family owned, and it's so nice that they come out, they greet you, and you get to know them after a while. And you know, our community, it's family oriented and the food is good, and I know that some of the people come from the city just coming out here and eat some of our food. My son Bobby, we're both firefighters. Bobby was in high school. I wanted him to get on with the fire department, and as he was getting older, we got his EMT. My wife talked him into going and getting his EMT, and he was kind of going back and forth on what profession he wanted. And I was a volunteer back then, and Chief allowed him. He was 18 years old, and that's what was one of the requirements, and he went through our fire. He got on with our fire academy, and then he was our youngest firefighter that was hired on here at Pueblo West, and he was on here for 8 years with us, and it was a joy because to see one of my own children become part of Pueblo West Fire Department and a full-timer, whereas I'm a resident, I got to experience seeing him grow up and grow with the department, as I have with many of our young firefighters. We have a very professional group now, and we always have. But the great thing is when you see your own son move up the ranks. The hardest part is that now, when we were volunteers, we'd run from our homes, and as my son and I would leave the house, my wife would see her son, her youngest son, and her husband going out, and we made a choice, and we were sworn in to take care of the community, and she knows. And as pastors, we do pastor a church. I'm a chaplain with the fire department, and she knows that my heart is for the community, to take care of the people. I am ever grateful that my wife understands the fire system, because it's a demanding call, that when we get called out, even today, if we get a call back, and we've been interrupted on our Thanksgiving dinner where we've gotten up off the table, and my family understands that our community is in need. You know, I got to say to the community, you're in good hands.